Let us look at this simple question on electrical resistance. It says 3 ohms resistors are connected in parallel. What is the equivalent resistance? These are the options to choose from. We are told that 3 of the resistors are connected in parallel, and we have to find the total resistance or equivalent resistance. And this is the formula for calculating the equivalent resistance of resistors connected in parallel. 1 all over R, where R is the equivalent resistance we are looking for, equals to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 all over R3, and so on and so forth, depending on the number of resistors we are connecting. In this case, we have just 3 resistors, so we have 1 over R1 adding up to 1 all over R3. So let us just plug in the values of 3 ohms in each position of resistors. So we have 1 over R is equals to 1 all over 3 plus 1 all over 3 plus 1 all over 3. To solve for this, we find the LCM. The LCM is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Times 1 gives us 1 plus 1 again plus the third 1. And that becomes 1 all over R equals to 3 all over 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So we have that 1 all over R is equals to 1. But remember, we are looking for R, the equivalent resistance, and not the inverse, and not 1 over R. So to obtain R, we take the inverse of this, which is we bring the R to the numerator. If we take the inverse of this, we obtain R. We also have to take the inverse of the right-hand side as well, which means that R is equals to 1 all over 1. That is taking the inverse of 1. And of course, 1 divided by 1 is also 1. So the resistance or the equivalent resistance is equal to 1 ohm. Take note of something. The resistors that were connected in parallel are 3 ohms resistors. 3 ohm in 3 places. Now, the equivalent is giving us 1 ohm, which is less than 3 ohms. What it means is that the equivalent resistance of resistors connected in in parallel will always give you a value that is less than any of the individual resistor. So if the smallest resistors we are connecting was 1, the arrow would have been less than 1. But here we have the smallest resistor being connected as 3. So 1 is also less than 3. So it's something to take note of and a way of checking if your answer is correct. So 1 is the correct answer, and that gives us option C. Now have this simple one for you to do. 2 resistors, 5 ohms each, can be combined to give an equivalent resistance of I 10 ohms, II 2.5 ohms, III 2.5 ohms, IV 0.25 ohms, and V is 100 ohms. So if you look at the options, we have that A is I only, B is I and II, C is this, D is this, and E is this. So looking at these options here, which of the options here actually indicates the correct answer of connecting two 5 ohms resistors? Put your answer in the comment section, and thank you very much for watching this video. Please endeavor to like, share, and comment on our videos. Most importantly, share this video to others so that they can benefit from our page and benefit from our videos. And that way you keep encouraging us to make more interesting content. Once again, thank you and see you in our next video.